food boring? I was on Twitter the other day, and I came across this tweet, and I thought it was kind of interesting. I'll read it out. The hardest part of trying to be healthy isn't the running, even at 6 a.m. like right now. It's consistently for months and months eating better. It's so easy to fall off the wagon on the weekends and eat pizza, chips, beer. Healthy eating is so boring. I'm not going to name the person, obviously. But yeah, I just thought that was quite interesting. We've kind of got into this thing of junk food is great, it's exciting, healthy food is kale and spinach, vegetables. For some reason it's just a bit of a cliche really, but it's been cast as something that's a bit boring. Whereas for me, for someone who used to eat a lot of certainly fast food, junk food, I feel quite removed from it now. Now and again I will eat it. I'm not I don't eat kale and spinach for breakfast every day or any day. But I'm very aware, because I do a lot of running and having been big, overweight, obese, I really kind of dialed into the fact that how bad these things are for you really on a consistent basis. It's a strange thing with junk food, because if you think about it, the mentality around it is, yes, you have the anticipation that I'm going to go and get this food, or this food's being delivered to my house, and you eat it and oh yeah, that's lovely, that's a nice tasty burger. But then after the fact, maybe half an hour after the fact, it's sitting on your stomach, or you're getting a bit of indigestion fairly quickly after you've eaten it, sort of half an hour. The next day you may have just, again, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to look after yourself a bit better, you'll just have the regret, essentially, the anguish of like, oh no, I've fallen off the wagon again, which is, unfortunately these things happen. So the thing is to not compound it by doing it again and again and again. Yeah, so it seems to me a strange mentality from someone who is quite removed from that now. It's a very instant world we're living in, instant gratification, where you can just eat this stuff 20 minutes after ordering it. And healthy eating is a little bit, in a way, it's the other way, it's a bit of delayed gratification. And it does take sort of months and maybe years for you to kind of to see the benefits in some respects. At the weekend, have a cheat day, have some pizza, have some whatever it is, but don't let that slip into a bad week or a bad month, and then you're just back on that junk food wagon again. Is there a junk food wagon? Probably. Should be. No, shouldn't be. The other thing about that tweet that piqued my interest is the fact that the tweeter was going out running. Now, I think one of the first things that made me really appreciate or understand a little bit more the effect that food has on your body. So going out for like a 1 hour run, which is hard, it's not easy, it's quite a hard thing to do, especially when you're first starting or you're first getting into exercising. Doing an hour's worth of exercising it'll take a while to build up to that kind of level. And roughly, for me, a 6 foot male, I'll burn about 600 calories in that hour. A sort of a McDonald's, say a Big Mac meal, sorry McDonald's, not hating on McDonald's, but they're a popular, well-known, they're doing all right. A Big Mac meal, just a normal one, a medium-sized one, is over 1,000 calories. So, and I know it's not as simple as that, but it's kind of got me thinking, well, that's 1,000 calories which you can eat very quickly. For me personally, I didn't feel great afterwards. And if you can compare that to going out for an hour's running, you kind of got it in my head, just A, how little calories you really need throughout your day, and B, make those calories just as good as you can make them. I mean, as I say, I'm quite removed from that now, and I do a lot of running. I need good fuel, essentially. It kind of just woke me up to, it was a real thing that stuck in my mind about, again, in the Western world, UK, we just eat a bit too much, and far too much in some cases. I think it's I know I'm guilty of it. I've said good food and bad food and junk food and whatever, but it's the kind of language you use around these things isn't helpful all the time. I mean, healthy food, I don't see it as boring now. I just see it as I really need it. It's a necessity. For what I'm doing, I need good fueling. See, and that lamb agrees. And they eat grass all day. Yeah, I know. you're going to ruin this shot now. Just don't get ahead of yourself. It's just about thinking about food in a different way. Think about how you can really fuel yourself, in a really wholesome manner. And every now and again, chuck a little bit of dirt in there. That's fine. But you shouldn't be eating dirt every day. Face off.